Shit mad like inside the dark, call me Bill Snatcher. Just the brother for the rapture. I hang live, holding on strong, hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a gauntlet and start killing. It's manifesting. The God's work like appliances, dealing in my sleep like a lot.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, and today we're going to be going over some major spoilers for Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Much shouts out to Organic Dinosaur for dropping these spoilers, and we got a lot to discuss over here. So Boruto's anime has provisional titles and synopsises for episodes 262 all the way up to episode 265. There's quite a bit to go over on this, and this just further confirms something I've said for a while. When we got the information last month about this Himawari arc, I said like, hey, this is likely not going to be 3-4 episodes like a lot of you guys were hoping. This is going to be something longer. We know for a fact that the code arc is going to be getting adapted in early 2023, and there's going to be a code actuation arc at the end of this year. So this made sense for them to go ahead and fill out the remainder of the upcoming home media release, and that's exactly what this looks like it's doing, because based off of these synopsises, I can see this arc going into the end of October, which that's enough to fill up the home media release. So getting into the synopsises themselves. So starting things off, we have the synopsis for Boruto episode 261, which is going to be the episode that is getting ready to air. It's titled Kawaki Ninja Academy Enrollment, and the synopsis for that says Kawaki has been enrolled as a new student in the Ninja Academy, entering together with Himawari and her friends. However, this is just an outward appearances. Actually, there's a foreign exchange student from another country who's attending too, Princess Yukiwari K. She doesn't understand things quite for herself yet, but Kawaki is on a completely secret escort mission to protect her from unknown assailants. Since Naruto personally requested for this mission to be done, Kawaki decided to reluctantly start attending the academy amongst the junior students, starting off with their own homeroom teacher, Kakahana. All of Kawaki's classmates seem to have their own idiosyncrasies. Since Kawaki struggles with cooperativeness, there will be plenty of difficulties in store for Kawaki as he embarks upon school life. So that right there, that seems pretty straightforward. So essentially, it looks like because Kawaki hasn't gone to the academy, he's the one that's got to go. Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki, they're likely going to be handling things on the outside, and Kawaki's just gonna be the one that's doing things on the inside. Very similar to the Mujina Bandits arc, where in the Hozuki Castle portion, Sarada was doing stuff outside of the actual prison setting. She was the one investigating the warden and moving around without being a prisoner, whereas Boruto and Mitsuki were the ones inside the prison as prisoners. They're all inside the compound, but they had different roles. It looks like that's going to be a similar thing here. The only question I have is, can they make this more interesting than the first Academy arc? Because I personally, I didn't care for the first Academy arc of Boruto, and going back to this, that's a very interesting choice. Not sure I would have made this one. So episode 262 is titled The Princess's Tea Party, and that's going to be airing on August 14th. And according to this one, it says Kawaki is still struggling with adjusting to his unfamiliar school life. However, he successfully befriended Kei, who is the subject of his guard mission. Since Kei wants to get along even better with Himawari and the rest of her classmates, she's decided to invite everyone to a tea party that will be hosted at her mansion. For the sake of the mission, Kawaki must not take his eyes off of Kei, and so Kawaki has no choice but to reluctantly attend the party. Kawaki experiences a lot of difficulties from feeling lost and out of place at the strange tea party, but in the midst of this event, he senses something unusual. So my guess is that there's going to be somebody in that mansion that is going to be connected to these assailants that Kawaki's going to end up fighting. I kind of get where they're going with this. We're getting the opportunity to see Kawaki interacting with normal children who aspire to be shinobi, but they have an option whether or not that's the path they want to take after the fact. Nobody's forcing them to be Ganning. They're just required to take some of the Ganning training courses along with regular student stuff. So I kind of get why they're doing this, because they want to show Kawaki what life could have been like for him if he would have been raised in a ninja village, a village like Konoha, and not raised by a drunken father. I'm actually going to be discussing that on a huge Kawaki video essay that I literally just got back from my editor, so be on the lookout for that one. But this is one of those episodes where if there isn't something in here like a goldfish or just something that anchors very strongly to Kawaki's character, I'm not sure they can pull this off, because we've kind of seen this before. The whole idea of like Kawaki had a tragic childhood and can't really adapt. I think the smart thing to do would be to have more interactions with Naruto just because of the huge plot twist that happens in the manga. I think that's something that would work better, but I get it. Himawari is a popular character, so I understand that. So episode 263 is titled Bloom, The Abilities of the Classroom Teacher, and that's going to be airing on August 21st. And according to this, it says Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki will be special lecturers at the academy for Kawaki, Himawari, and all the other new students. Hana, who is the homeroom teacher of the class, will be present during the lesson. Given their previous accomplishments and flashy techniques, Boruto and his friends captivate the students. The students can't seem to take their eyes off of them. Hana starts to feel saddened when comparing herself to Boruto and the others too. Boruto and his teammates then divide the class in half and pit the students against one another. They prepared some mock training and drills for the students. I swear to God, if I don't see Kawaki just walk up and punch one of these Ganin in the face and say, "This is my milk and cookies now," or whatever in the fuck they serve him at the academy, I better be seeing Kawaki as an absolute bully doing this where he's gotta get reined in, or I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, I get it, this is gonna be them checking up on Kawaki, making sure he's not screwing up the mission. They're gonna have Boruto do a cute little Rasengan, and they're gonna take this moment to showcase that the homeroom teacher is just so far below Boruto and the others. That way you get further evidence on how advanced Boruto and Team 7 are. I could do without the episode, but I'll wait and see how they execute it. Episode 264 is titled The Formation of the Seven Wonders Expedition Team. That's gonna be airing on August 28th, and the synopsis of that says, a hot topic amongst the class is the seven wonders of the Ninja Academy. Himawari and her friends want to see them for themselves, and so they decided to explore the academy late at night. Since Kei is one of the members of the expedition team, Kawaki reluctantly joins in the exploration. However, Kei doesn't believe in the seven wonders, that they exist. On the other hand, Himawari and her friends are really looking forward to the expedition, and so Kei decides to try and cause some fake, unusual phenomenons for them. Kawaki decides to help her out. Even though he's exasperated at Kei, Kawaki decides to keep her company until the excursion is over, when he sees how happy she is about it. But midway through the adventure, an unplanned and mysterious event occurs. So just more of an opportunity for us to get Himawari over and really just see a different side of Kawaki. Again, I understand where they're taking this and building up, because it's going to make the stuff that Kawaki does in the code arc, is gonna make it seem that much more foul now that you've actually seen him bonding with Himawari. So I get it. I just think that this is a misplaced arc, but you know, I'm reserving judgment to see how the episodes come out, because they did the ping pong episode and I was like, oh man, this is gonna have good animation. But like, I've been looking at the staff for the episodes that we have coming up, and quite a few of these episodes are outsourced right now, and we know for a fact that Studio Piro is doing pre-production on that code actuation arc that's coming at the end of the year, and on the code arc next year. So it's like, I don't have the highest expectations for this. It could surprise me, like how parts of the Academy arc surprised me. Like, I believe it was episode 13, that Mitsuki versus Sumire fight. Like, that was very good. Sakuga. So we could get treated to something like that in this towards the end of the arc. I'm going into this with my expectations tempered. This one now, episode 265, further continues the whole idea of what Boruto went to the academy, and we saw how he acted with the academy situation. Now we see how Kawaki handles it. So episode 265 is titled A Team Competition Practical Skills Training, and that's going to be airing on September 4th. The synopsis of that says it's been arranged for Kawaki, Himawari, and their classmates to undergo some practical skills training in the forest near the Ninja Academy. The students will form teams consisting of 3-man cells and be conducting some drills. However, the subject of Kawaki's guard mission, K, has been placed in a different group. Kawaki's now in a situation where he could lose sight of K. Because of that, Kawaki is unable to put forth his best efforts into the training session. Kawaki then causes an awkward situation where he's sabotaging the students who are on his own team and holding them back from doing well. Meanwhile, a mysterious person has called out to K. K then disappears. When Kawaki realizes what's happened, Kawaki and Himawari go in search of K's whereabouts together. They're hoping to find K before she can put herself in any danger. So yeah, looks like K probably got herself kidnapped. And this episode here, Kawaki's so focused on the mission that he's likely going to be causing some damage to the other students in terms of their ninja hopeful career path and everything. Like, we're seeing a little bit of the selfish side of Kawaki come out. Again, I'm not necessarily really super hyped for this. This is really giving me vibes of the New Way arc, where you're gonna have like little small teases that there's something else going on with Kay and somebody around her, and then you're gonna have like the last 2 episodes where there are gonna be flashes of Sakuga in there, like an episode I think 12 or 13 of Boruto's anime. That Sumire versus Mitsuki fight was very well animated, so I'm kind of wondering if that's gonna be something we're gonna see here, where Kawaki ends up fighting somebody that is trying to kidnap Kay, and he's gonna be in a situation where he's gonna have to be reserved a little bit. The other thing I kind of see them doing is if this becomes a situation where Kawaki instinctually tries to use the chroma seal and he can't actually use it, and if that is something that kind of starts the process of Kawaki wanting karma again, because they've been going out of their way to kind of build up towards Boruto chapter 58 being adapted, and I can see this being very ripe conflict for Kawaki saying fuck all this ninja stuff, I'm out of here. But calling a spade, I really think that they made a mistake. Like when they said last year, like, hey, we're gonna be adapting storylines from the light novels, I thought that they were gonna adapt more of them, not say, hey, we're gonna take the plot threads of stuff that was mentioned in passing and we're actually going to pay that stuff off and bring an end to conflict resolution in the anime, but we're not going to do anything to explain this stuff beforehand. We're just going to assume that you read everything. I think that was a mistake, and I think that what we're getting right now is a mistake. I mean, I could be surprised. I could be very pleasantly surprised. This could be a very good arc, and I'm intrigued with the idea of Himawari becoming an academy student, but I'm not 100% invested in this, but I'm going into it with an open mind. So my question to you guys is, out of these episodes, which one are you most interested in checking out? And while you stay on the lookout for that Kawaki video essay that's going to be dropping on the channel likely tomorrow, consider watching my Black Clover chapter 333 review, or click here to watch one of these throwback videos on the channel.